A couple years back, I decided to pick up this game and start playing Zero City. I did a quick little video on it, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Hey guys, Ozzy back. So I just wanted to try a new game here. I decided to try this Zero City. It looks very much like the American Dad Apocalypse Soon and the Hustle Castle, which I already play, both of which I like a lot. I also play Fallout Shelter. Fallout Shelter is a little different than this, so let's give this a shot. Okay. Probably didn't need to use the health kit, but hey, alright, let's see. So what do we do here? Is this more like Fallout Shelter, or is it more like Hustle Castle? Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Pretty cool. So this one's based on like a zombie apocalypse thing. Hustle Castle's got that fantasy medieval. American Dad is based on Dad, so they each have their own thing. Okay, so we're just building our barracks. Okay. So it's just the basic setup. We're just going through and initially setting our guys up with right now armor and a weapon. Usually just follow the tutorial for the first few things. It's the best way to do it. So if you guys would, please go down to the bottom. We'll just take care of this here now while this is going on. Wait. Alright, let's go in and do a fight.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below for me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I know you like these videos. That helps me be pushed along in the YouTube algorithm as well, so if you would do that for me, that'd be terrific. Let's see if I can take on this Jolly Joker Cafe. Very soundly beat, and very little damage to us. Oh, we got two new dwellers. Awesome. Alright. So, and if you're not already a subscriber, you can go down to the bottom and click that subscribe icon. That definitely helps as well. I'm trying to build my family here on Ozzy's Casual Gaming, so looking forward to you guys joining. Alright, what are we opening? The dining hall. Alright, we can speed up. Anytime it's under 10 minutes, you can usually speed up for free. Take advantage of that when you can, guys. It's definitely a good help. Now, we're going to move our new people into their rooms. Alright, so let's go in and fight one. And then if you guys did both of those things of liking and subscribing, go down to the bottom and find that notification icon. It looks like a little bell. Click on that so you get notified anytime I upload new content. So here we are on the freeway. The graphics are pretty good. I like the character sprites. Pretty nice. This is a mobile game. Obviously I'm playing on BlueStacks, and this is Friday, so we are uploading our mobile game today. Let's see, let's open this and see. We should get some. A new weapon and some money and some food. Alright, usually you're gonna get money and food in these. Let's see. Close that out. We want to go to the, alright, so the command center is like the situation room or throne room. Obviously this is what you build up. Alright, now we have our dailies. So we're doing episode 1, obviously. Let's build the our name. AZZIE and click. Yep, there we go. Alright, collect our money. And oh, we got the new one, right. It gives us 25 extra points, so that's definitely a help. See, nothing. And I guess that's it for doing everything. So this is where their power are. This is how much they can fight. It tells you right there what their fighting stat is. She has a potential of 3 stars, and she can get up to 60 points. If you get her up to 5 stars, she can get 100. She's fighter level 4 right now. She's a cook level 2. we're going to be building the cook, the fighting training, all that training to get the levels up soon. And we have accountant of level 2. Now the accountant is how we earn our money. The food production is how we earn our food to go out and do things. She's right now doing 285 damage per second. And Jennifer, and that's her hit points and what her current health is at. We have her with a gun, so she's a ranger type. We have her with the assault rifle. It's dealing 114 damage per second. When attacking, it's 8% chance of dealing 50% damage to do it. So it only requires level 1. We're having a 115 health, or I'm sorry, 1,511 health, damage of 146, level 1. Also ranger type. You want to try to keep all their gear the same type. He's got the evil Indian cleaver 200. It's 8, restoring 4. It's a ranger. It's a infantry type, and then gladiator armor gets a defense plus of 370, and again, and that I believe is all we have in our inventory right now. Yeah, we don't have anything else right now. Eventually, this is where our armor is going to be, and this will be our accessories. And then the next one, rates. And the last one is kind of like info type stuff, kind of important things that are going to come out. That's really not going to be a tab that you're going to use anytime too soon. So right now we've got me, what my player ID is. Feel free to add me as a friend if you'd like, if you're looking at my player ID. This is how you can get the premium. Right now I'm not in an alliance. I haven't built that yet. I have no trophies or awards or accomplishments. My current level, house level, is level 2, and my fighting level is 7,631. My shelter, there's no achievements. My average dweller is that, and this is what the maximum dweller classes are right now. As for battles, obviously I don't really have anything as of yet, so. But my efficiency is like halfway. My preferred squad is what I've got. So here we can look at the different players, the alliances. So we're going to be wanting to join one of them when we can. And here's where we can have friends added. We'll be able to exchange and receive gifts. Go to the bunker, transfer your Facebook friend. It's really a good tab to have. This is more the alliances by ranking. Who's got the most, things regionally, globally, who's the highest power. Just different things you can look at to get an idea of who is out there and who's playing what. This shows us our shelter defense. Right now we haven't fixed that up yet, so we don't have anything. We'll be fixing that up later on. And we don't have any attacks either because, again, we haven't built our arsenal or whatever. We haven't fixed that up yet. Right now we need to build a refrigerator, upgrade the print shop, and go to the forest edge. So these are the tasks we need to accomplish to get to the next part. So let's see if we can build our refrigerator now. Yep, we've got enough. We'll build it right there. I'll speed it up. That gets us that. So we can go in and claim that reward. It wants us to upgrade the dining hall or upgrade the print shop. Let's get the money thing taken care of first. No. There we go. Upgrade. Again, not very expensive, so it lets us kind of get through these first few tasks really quick, which I like. Need to upgrade the command center. It's probably going to be, a little bit more expensive. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade the dining hall. Let's see. We should be able to do that, probably. Yeah, 400, that's next to nothing. So let's upgrade that. Alright, now there's our level 2. We need to build the gym and upgrade the command center. Building the gym means we'll be able to train our guys, so we're going to do that if we have the money. We do. Alright, let's get that built. We're going to speed that up to 3. And we're going to train. And it doesn't really matter at this point because, you know, nobody's going to be attacking us or anything. So we might as well just get both of these fighters trained up all at once. We can just kind of, there we go, we can go in and claim this and see what we got left. Upgrade the command center still and the forest edge. So you can check what the forest edge is going to look like. Actually, we're going to be at it. So we need 5,639 right now. We don't have our guys in because they're in training, so we can't go fight it. But we know how much the enemy is going to have. And these are going to be fairly quick to upgrade. It usually doesn't take very long. Alright, so this is our food. Shows us how much we produce per hour and what our storage capacity is. This is what we use to go out on our quests. It keeps our stamina up. This is our cash, how much we produce per hour and what our storage capacity is. This is how we buy our upgrades and things like that in the castle. Let's click these real quick. And here's our different things. So this is where we can get premium or buy the coins. I don't usually buy. We can get a zombie assistant or a pit bull here. This would cost coins, but it keeps him working in there. And the pit bull costs money. I don't like to spend money on these games. And we could open our daily crate. This is the resources. We can buy 4 coins, enough to refill our cash or our food, and as the different things open, more of them will pop up in there and we'll be able to open more. You got the hunter crate that you can buy to get a rare or 2 uncommon items. And then our daily crate, which we can open right now, will get us 1 to 2 uncommon and maybe a rare, and if we have premium, it'll give us a chance for those other things. So, let's see what we get. We got a gun, that's good, but it didn't show us what the rare was, so these are the support rooms anyways. They give us what we're going to need for upgrading and things like that. As you can see, we don't have anything available to us right now because our level is too low. These are the training rooms. This is how we'll be able to get our different classes higher. As you can see, we've got the gym already. This is production. Again, this is what produces the different things. So this is where we'll be having our characters going to make more food, to make more money, to make all these different things. And we'll get our fighters up a little bit again. Right now, we can't do any upgrade there. We can get her to level 8. Gather our food. Going over just the different rooms we've got right now. So our arsenal is where we're going to be able to have attack and defenses for our castle. Let's get these guys. Alright, so we got them up to level 8, so they're maxed out right now. And they've got the best equipment we can have on them, so let's get them back down in place. Okay, get him down here. We might as well, since we only have 2 other people, start training some of them up as well. We've got 8,000, they've got 5, so we should be able to beat this. So let's go take on the forest edge. Alright, got it. Yeah, not bad at all. So we got a reward. Right. Alright, and now we're going to start having these little pop-ups. Feel free to read it if you want. I don't usually read this stuff. Alright, collect. Okay, up. We got a notification here. This is just because we just started getting the news. All the past updates come up, so nothing that really is pertinent to us right now. Let's see. Get his level again. Yep. Okay. Forest Edge we beat. Head and Genius Farm. And we also have to upgrade the control center, so open this first. Still not showing what it is yet. Odd. Alright, so we got another gun. Oh, an axe. Okay, so let's give her the food thing. So let's go to our little house here. Let's see what gun is better. 194 is better. So we're going to keep the 194. And yeah, oh, we can't put that yet. Alright, so we're going to stick with what we got there. Alright, level 5. Now, what we want to do is... So... I'm kind of torn on what I was... Trying to figure out what I want to do. I think we'll just... Yeah, just go to the farm. We should have this. We got 3,000 on it. Yeah, not too bad of a fight. We took it out. Some more money. This is just the starter pack, which we're not going to buy. I don't like spending money on this stuff. Okay. So, we got a new crate to open. We got a new outfit. And it is for the cook. So let's equip her a bit. So now she'll produce more food quicker. That's done. This is our event feed. This will show us any information from the characters. So this is where you really want to focus, because this is how you'll advance in the different chapters. Let's just collect a little bit real quick before we go in and do the actual fight. Spare parts warehouse, next one along. We're still pretty far ahead. We should be able to take this. Okay. So it's nice that we have the two different types. We've got the ranger and the infantry, because we've got one that can go front line and one that can go ranged. And it looks like we got a new outfit. Okay, we already have 2 dwellers up to class 6. So guys, we're already at 69% of this first chapter, so we should be able to finish this chapter in fairly decent time. Let's go take on the next level point, or waypoint, which is Shady Linden Street. Guys, if you haven't already, please go down to the bottom, click on that thumbs up like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the page. And if you did both those things, please consider clicking on that notification icon so you get notified anytime I upload new content. So okay, we got another story point. Let's collect and see what he's done. So we'll move our cook up there. Alright, so this way all of our characters will all be maxed out fighters. Okay, so this is infantry armor. So we can see if that will go on our infantry guy. Yep, it's better. So we'll put that. We do have 2 things we can open. Let's just collect here first. She's only going to take a few seconds, so let's just mess around on the screen for a minute, and now we'll go up, and that was the one I think works up there. Yeah, and see, now we're up to 10. So you want to keep upgrading anytime you can, get your characters that a little bit better of equipment. If you keep on that road, then you should be able to make your way through most of the waypoints. You will find waypoints that you're going to lose at, and a lot of times it's because you need someone else. So you just got 2 more dwellers by going through this waypoint. So we're filling up our dweller thing pretty good. So we've got 4 out of 10 dwellers, not bad. Might be able to upgrade that. She's at level 4, and we got 2 people waiting to go in. So yeah, I guess we'll put 1 in there to train, and then her we'll just put in the cook area, I guess, for now. So when they get trained up, then we'll move stuff around. So we need to go to Uncle Bob's store. Sorry, guys. Collecting, I guess, is just easier. Now let's check it out. So it looks like we might have to go a little bit further to get to it, because on this mansion is Uncle Bob's. Maybe it's the next one after this. Let's take this guy out. Alright, another waypoint down. And here we go. Collect. 307. Library, okay, so not yet. We'll just do the... Keep doing your beating. Keep fighting the waypoints until you get the things you need. Soon we should have our 3rd class of fighters should open up pretty soon, and we'll be able to upgrade our barracks, bunker, whatever they're calling it here, to be able to put more fighters out. So this person was here, this one button and relax. Nothing important. Want to upgrade as soon as possible, but we're going to need our command center to be able to do it. So we need 10,000 to upgrade our command center. Okay. So we might as well fight some more. Uncle Bob's store. That's the waypoint we were looking for. Ooh, it's close. We might just make it. When you get close like this, it's kind of one of those. It sometimes depends on how your and how their things are made up. Because sometimes when it gets close like that, you can do it very easily, even though you're a higher level. Because if they had more range, or they had a couple of range, they could have taken out my frontline guy and like that. Right? point. Alright, we already got that one done, so let's collect there. So now the only waypoint left in there is defeating the lumberjack, which would be the last waypoint. Yeah, so we need to go through a few more to get there. Let's see what we can do. And you see that his number for this one, even though the last one was before it, is actually less. And that's because they do that on purpose to get you, to make the waypoints harder for you to do. He's up to 7, she's up to 4. We've got a bunch of stuff we can open, so let's just go to it. This should fill up our equipment as well as our money and everything, which should get us the ability to be very, if not there, yeah, we're there. Alright, we've got enough money now, we should be able to upgrade our situation, or our command center. Move him down here. And then when she's done, we'll move her into the accountant area. Yeah, let's look at weapons. Yep, better weapons. So, no, still can't do that one. Gear, that's for ranger. Also for ranger, we got gear. Yeah, it's not for us. Okay, we can put this on now, increase our health. And a bracelet. Okay, put that on too. So he's up to 6940, and he had to up to 65. So we've got a higher class here. Not a better weapon, right? And give him a cook piece of equipment, and let's go up, back, and yeah, okay, give him that. No weapon found. But that's okay. We'll put him down. Let's be. I mean, we'll put her down once she's done. She's at level 6, so it won't be much longer. What do we want to do now? So we want to finish off the last guy. So you just went up another 3,000, so should be able to do this. You see what a difference that made? We definitely would have been taken out if we hadn't upgraded. Right. Another step closer to beating him. She's at 7 now. So she'll be done in about 25 seconds to get her down. We're gonna need to build more. Let's upgrade. Oh, duh. Gotta do that. Right. We'll just go again. Bye. Nursing home or farm home first. I'd rather finish all the waypoints in here than finish off that last one and have it go, oh, you finish that one, you can't go back and do the other one now. Right. And great. 900 cash. Not bad. That should help our coffers out. Things have been going, pretty fun. I'm liking doing these videos. My videos from Wednesday actually hit pretty well. As of when I last looked, or when I first looked within within that first 24 hours on the Tales from the Dark Side, I got 12 views within the first, actually that was within the first like couple hours, and I got 22 views on my review of Devil's Carnival and Alleluia, the Devil's Carnival, for my Transcendent page. And then the Kirby Superstar that I put up here got like 7 views while we were premiering. So we actually did a pretty good job here. Things have been going pretty well for the channels. We're starting to get a lot more hits on all the channels. Hey guys, Ozzy back. How's it going? I hope you're enjoying this new channel, and right now we are doing episode 2. We're going right into episode 2 of Zero City. As you guys know, we already have episode 1 uploaded. I don't know if you guys already know this or not, but I have opened a new Twitch. It's Transcendent by Ozzy on Twitch. I will be putting either in the first pinned comment down below or in the description of this video my link tree thing, so you can connect to me on all forms of social media. So let's play episode 2 and see what we can get done here. I have enjoyed playing this game for you guys. I believe episode 2 will probably be as far as I go, because usually what seems to happen, like it did with Hustle Castle, is the final video ends up being forever, which was like, I only went up to chapter 4, but chapter 1 was like, I don't know, 20 minutes to an hour. Chapter 2 was an hour to an hour and a half. Chapter 3 was 2 to 2.5 hours, and then chapter 4 ended up being like 6 hours. I'm not gonna do a playthrough like that. I'm not gonna go through all of the hassle of doing that. So I think what we'll do with these AFK type games, where we've got these buildings and things like that we need to do, is we'll do a brief tutorial, go through how each screen is set up and everything when we do them, speak on the game itself, and go through the first 1 to 2 levels of the game, and then move on from there. So I am looking for a new game to play on this channel for you guys. A new mobile game. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know what mobile games you guys think would go over well here on this channel. And if you guys haven't already, you know what to do. You know what I'm going to say. I say it every video. Go down to the bottom, find that thumbs up like button, and click on it. And after you've done that, if you're not already a subscriber, go over and subscribe. And if you did both of those things, then do me that one further favor of just going over and clicking the notification icon so you can get notified anytime I upload new content. And I know it's very ASMR right now with all these little noises in the background. That is very simply just me packing my holes. We are finishing out a strain right now, so I'm trying to make sure I get the last of everything. So I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough. This is a very fun game. I did enjoy playing it a lot. I am still playing it, obviously, but I don't believe I'm going to record anymore. I'm going to look at episode 3 and see how long it's looking before I decide. I do have some of the pieces ready. I'm not sure how far I've gotten, but I have some of the pieces prepped. I just need to drop them into my editing software and put it through. So obviously, you know, we're going through and we're playing this bunker builder, and what we're trying to do is maximize our characters and our rooms so that we can survive the zombie apocalypse, as I said in the first game. It's really a pretty fun concept, and you can have a lot of fun playing it. So, pardon. So you can just, there's not a lot of thought to it. There is some strategy, but it's not like really in depth. It's not like playing chess or something like that. So these games can be fun and challenge the mind a little bit. And I found these games really helped when I was recovering from my head injury. Because of that exact reason. There was some strategy involved. You did have to put some effort into it, but at the same time, you didn't have to go overboard. It wasn't taxing on my brain after my head injuries and everything. So I found that was a very good way to be able to play a game but not feel overwhelmed when playing it. And I've continued to play them kind of background over the years. But they are all fun games, so I do enjoy going back and playing them and updating. Right now on my mobile, obviously I'm playing this on my computer, but on my mobile I play the American Dad Apocalypse Soon. I also play it on this on BlueStacks, but I'm currently at house level of 38 and have beat every part of the overworld map. So that's what I'm going to eventually try to do on this game, as well as Hustle Castle. And now that this has gotten to the point where I don't think I'm going to be doing any more videotaping, I can move it over by my other two and start playing it that way. I've also been playing like Hempire quite a bit, Bud Farmer, Bud Tycoon, a couple of weed games. I might do a couple of little things for my Transcendent channel just for fun. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't really made any firm decisions, but I have been working quite a bit on all of my channels, and I have been happy with the progress that we've been seeing. We are definitely seeing growth across every channel. We are seeing viewership increase across every channel. So I'm hoping that that means that I'm at a point where I might start seeing that increase go exponential for a while, so that I can get to the monetization status. I was contacted through Facebook Messenger, or through Facebook yesterday, by someone claiming to want to help me set my brand up and all of that, and I told them that I obviously couldn't pay for anything, and they said, oh, well, we'll get you 5,000 subscribers for only $30. And obviously I'm like, okay, well, this sounds 100% like a scam, but at the same time, I could use that kind of thing to go with my channels. It really could help me. So I said, okay, send me a prospectus, show me everything you're talking about, break it down for me on how you're going to accomplish this goal, so that I'll know that you're really going to do the work and it's not just, tongue service because it's a scam. And to be honest, what the person sent back to me wasn't really anything that, I couldn't have figured on myself. It was like, let's see, main search of my search engine optimization for my channel. I can get that with vidIQ or TubeBuddy or one of those for free. Help me collaborate with other channels. Well, Okay, I don't have that right now. Main social media promotion across channel, or across platforms. I'm already doing that with Linktree, so I don't need that. And I can assure you of the subscribers. So he doesn't say anything of how he's going to actually do the actual work. So I know this is a scam, and I'm not doing it. I've already started down the path myself by doing more platforms, adding Twitch, which, if you guys want to check it out, Transcended by Ozzy on Twitch. I'll leave the thing right down in the top pinned comment or in the description of this video, so you'll have a link to all of my social media platforms, including every one of my YouTube channels that I'm running. So it should be fun if I keep doing things the way I'm doing it. It's starting to look like, without any paid assistance, I am starting to make strides toward moving forward. Using tools that were already at my disposal, and using some new tools that I've found along the way through other YouTube people, and the YouTube creator platform in and of itself has helped me along that way as well. So really, it's all about building this brand and making these channels a place that everyone that comes to has fun watching the videos that I make, looks forward to each week or each scheduled day, the fact that there will be a video uploaded on that day. That's really the ultimate goal of what I want to accomplish with my channels here, are having everything scheduled out properly. I know growing up, back when TV was not this at will as it is now, with the video on demand and everything that we have, when you had to be home for 8 p.m. to catch your favorite show on Friday night. Otherwise, if you didn't have a VCR, or somebody was using the VCR for something else or what have you, you would be stuck not being able to see that show until reruns. It wasn't like it is now, where you can, at the click of a button, catch up on an entire series within sometimes a weekend, or in the case of one show I just watched, Disjointed, I caught up on in less than 24 hours. So really, it's something you can do very easily that way, but back when I was a kid, we didn't have that. Everything was scheduled, and I still like that. I know that on certain days, certain people that I follow on YouTube will be uploading content. I do like having the access to movies and certain television shows at any time, but I know that, there are a lot of content creators like myself who have that fixed schedule, so that every Monday they'll be popping out a video, or every week there's going to be 2 to 3 videos for their channel, and it's really reassuring, because it's really nice to know that you still have that predictable little thing that you can kind of look forward to each week. So saying, okay, I wonder what the next topic is going to be, which is how I want people to feel for this channel. I want them to look forward and go, gee, I wonder what he's going to talk about on the next Oz Opinions. I wonder what movie he's going to review next time on Movies on High. I wonder what retro NES game he's going to play. So, it is definitely a different beast to have this at-will content, but having that schedule also makes it easier for me to run this, because if I didn't have something scheduled each week, if I just had to do everything willy-nilly, eventually it would take its toll on me, because of the issues that I have from my head injury. I would start to forget to do things, and I would not post videos. I would miss out on things, and the channel would end up falling by the wayside. It's the same way that I do things around the house. I do certain things at certain times to clean the house, because if I don't do it that certain way every time, if I don't set my schedule every time, then I will forget to do things. And part of that has to do with issues from the head injury, because my brain does not function the same way that it used to. So we're just, let's see, where are we at here? Okay, can't do that. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. We're just trying to make it through this level, or episode 2. We've already gone over everything on the screen prior, so you guys pretty much know what's going on. I'm just going to kind of talk about some different stuff while we're watching this, so that you guys have something to listen to, and you guys can get to know me a little bit more, because this is a newer channel and everything, and I'm not sure how many people who are here are on every other channel. So I do live in Western Massachusetts. It's a very nice area. I live with my girlfriend, and I have 4 stepdaughters who I adore. All 5 of them I adore immensely. I have a dog and a cat. So I kind of have the typical suburban, ideal life here. The kids are 12, 11, and 8. All girls, like I said, so it can be a little crazy around here at times, but it's really fun. And since I started living here, I had my Nintendo 64 already, so I brought that with me, obviously, when I moved in. I had my Sega Saturn, and I brought that when I moved in. I had my Nintendo Switch, that came with me. And after being here for a while, I picked up a couple other retro systems. I haven't been able to get my hands on what I consider to be a good NES or Super NES, so at least not in my area. I could potentially order one online, but I haven't had the money right now either. So I got a Retro Duo, which allows me to play the carts. It is not an emulator based, it actually plays it right from the carts. So it's very much the old school playing regular thing. And I have turned the kids on to some of the old games for the Nintendo. Like, I just showed them how to play Legend of Zelda, and they were flabbergasted. They took to it like ducks to water. They loved it. They had a blast playing. So now, with the channel coming and things going on here a little bit more, what I might do at some point is see if I can do a screen capture of me and one of my daughters playing some games, and then, like, as we're playing and doing our screen capture, have my mic set up and everything, and do voice capture as well of us playing and everything, and then upload it onto our channel here, so you guys can hear me and my daughter playing some video games. I think that'd be fun, because we really enjoyed doing it. My daughter Abby and I, one of the weeks when she was here, her other sisters were out at her grandma's house, and then one of the other sisters went back to the other family, so it was just me, Lauren, and Abby here, and without having her sisters around, because she's so used to, she's had them her whole life pretty much, because the twins are only just over a year older than Abby. So, and it's only by like days, to be honest. So they're really not that much younger than Abby. So she really has always had at least 2 other siblings. So when she's by herself, sometimes she gets a little bit bored very quickly. And she asked me if I wanted to play some Nintendo Switch with her, and I said sure. So we played some Mario Kart, and we unlocked some things, and she explained to me some of the stuff in this new game, and some of the things, and I recognized some of the levels, because obviously there's some levels from even back in the original Super Nintendo, some of the Game Boy levels, and some of the Wii and GameCube and 64 levels are all put into the new Mario Kart 8 for the Switch. So I was pointing those out to her, and then I showed her on my computer through my emulator the original Super Mario Kart, so she could get an idea of what it actually looked like and what it actually played like back when I used to play it all the time. So it's really kind of cool having that ability to impart the things that I enjoyed as a kid onto my kids now. Because I remember when I was young, my dad used to play the Atari 2600. We actually, at one point, we shared a house with my cousin Bobby, and when we shared that house, my dad used to go over to their house and hang out, and when he was over with them, they would play the Atari 2600, and then Dad would come home, later at night after hanging out with his cousin, and we'd all, we'd go to bed. We had our own 2600 too, so sometimes we'd play as a family. And then when we moved out of that house and we moved down to Danforth Ave in Pittsfield, we made sure we had one of the first things we did when we got the TV and the first TV and everything set up was because I was younger and it was hard for them to have me working because of my age and because of the problems with my glasses and not being able to really see really well. It was hard for me to help with the moving and everything. So one of the first things that I think they did, from what I remember, was after setting up a TV in, I believe it was what was my parents' bedroom, they also set up the Atari 2600. So even if I couldn't find something to watch on TV, because I believe this was before we even got our first VCR. So we didn't even have it. You were totally at the mercy of what was on TV, and I don't think we had cable in that house yet, so you didn't have cable either. We just had what was through the air, which back then was maybe 5 or 6 stations if you were lucky. And other than that, we had the video game system. So my parents hooked that up while they went and moved stuff, and it was my parents, some friends, and because my mom comes from such a big family, I don't know if I've mentioned it on here, but I have on a few of my other channels. My mom is one of 20 children, so I have a huge extended family, and my uncles used to come and help my mom. My mom is one of 5 girls, and it was 15 boys. So there was a lot of brothers, and I had a lot of uncles growing up, and even, my mom's sisters, a lot of them got married, so my uncles would come around a lot when things needed to be done. And because of where we lived on Danforth, we lived just up the street from my gram. So it was literally like maybe a couple 100 feet, or a couple 100 yards, away. So she was literally just down the street from us. We could look out our back window and see her sitting on the front porch, and wave to her, and even be able to holler out the door and talk to her if we wanted to. We were that close. She was our neighbor. And we really liked living there because we were so close, and we had more of a yard than she did. So that was usually where we would have our family picnics and stuff while we were living there. Prior to us living there, we would have them up and back. But that was kind of like a dooryard. If you're not a New Englander, and even if you are, you have to be kind of not a lot of people understand what a dooryard. A dooryard is kind of like a driveway, but it's a bigger area. It's usually trap rocked or just packed down dirt or something like that, and it's usually a fairly big space that's just kind of wide opened. And there was a place like that because the people who were my grandmother's landlords actually had a moving company, and they had their moving trucks parked, and then they had an area out in back that they used for a dump for old, refrigerators and stuff like that. So in between there, because of all the traffic of driving back to that dump area and then bringing the trucks back, it caused there to be an opened area, which became the dooryard, and that's where we used to have our picnics. It's right by our chicken coop. My grandma had a chicken coop, and we had the rooster separated, and we had the chickens over on the other side, and we used to go get the eggs every day and everything. We would have fresh chicken, whenever we wanted it. So all during that time, there was plenty of people that could help my parents with the move, and because I couldn't, it was just so much easier to put me into that other room and have me just hang out by myself. Or if any of my cousins or anything were around, they could come and hang out with me. So that's what we did, and I think from there, when they needed to work in that room, I was moved down to the back porch, because they were taking care of my room at the time. They were working from the top floors down, setting everything up. So they set me up like out on the back porch, which was like a really nice, like 4-season porch. It was a very good open space there. I really wish that if we had continued to live there, that would have been a really nice place to have a playroom and everything. I really wish that area could have been optimized more for a lot of people. It was a really nice little spot. Sorry guys, I know my coughing must be really freaking annoying. I'm gonna do something to help that right now. There we go. Oh. See, now I get my coughing jag out of the way, and I'm done. That's what I like about that. So, this game really has an interesting feel to it. I really like how they have the characters that are kind of hyper-realized. You can really see the definition in the characters, and you can actually really tell the difference between one character and another. One thing with like the American Dad one or the Hustle Castle one, the characters that are the general character icons for them are very, very generic. But you'll see Stan standing there. You'll see Francine pop up there. So they do make that effort in the regular area. that was a pretty fun game. I'm looking forward to the next time that game comes up as the monthly thing. I've seen a game like that on American Dad as well, so I'm assuming Hustle Castle will have it. All of these games are pretty much based the same, and if you play one, you may very well see commercial type stuff for another one within it as you're playing. I've had that happen quite a bit with this. With all three of these games, I've seen commercials for the other games within it. And I don't just mean like a commercial that'll come up when you watch the ad. I mean there'll be an actual thing in there, like to click on that'll be like a picture of Roger will come up in here with a special offer saying if you purchase this, if you get that game, you'll get something. So it's kind of interesting when they do that. It's pretty fun too, because to see that cross-platform, and if you like this kind of game, they pretty much know that you're probably going to like the American Dad one, the Hustle Castle one. They're all generally the same. Even Fallout Shelter is generally the same. Fallout Shelter is a little bit more unique than this or Hustle Castle in the way that you have your achievements. Like in this, you have your daily achievements. You have, like this game that we're getting ready to play here, we're waiting for opponents for the massacre, which is like the arena or, whatever, the morning mimosa challenge. Depending on which game you're playing, it's all the same basic game, but you don't have that in the other game, in Fallout Shelter. It's more of build your rooms, and then when you get the overseer's office, you can send your guys out, and then you can walk them through another bunker to try to break that bunker or accomplish tasks in that bunker to get you back, to then be able to have your guys go back to your bunker. So there's not a lot of stuff going on in it. You don't have a lot of this extra stuff to do. So if it's going to take your guys a day to get to their destination and you've already collected from all your rooms, all you can really do is sit there and keep waiting till your rooms are ready to collect again, and then wait longer. Or you can shut it down, wait for the day, and then go back. Ones like this, there are situations where you can't move any further, but you can move quite a bit, because you're not just, every day you can do things. You can go in and play and get coins for this game, golden turds for the American Dad game, and I believe it's piles of gold for the Hustle Castle game, that by playing the daily ads you can get that. Then there's the daily quests or whatever that you have to do, like for this, playing the massacre and getting it, going in and doing 7 fights in the massacre. Different things like that. They'll accomplish daily tasks that get you more equipment, and then you can go and do that. So it's not a matter of sending your guys to a place and then waiting a day for them to get there so you can play it, and then waiting another day for them to get back home. You can pop in here each and every day and do a multitude of tasks that, while you're doing a room build or whatever, you can accomplish other things, and you can be building your characters up to take on bigger and badder PvP battles, bigger and badder arena battles, bigger and badder waypoint battles. And as you're doing that and opening up your situation room or whatever it is in the particular one that you're playing, it allows you to build more rooms, make better characters, and you're always building on that and playing. You can get that somewhat with Fallout Shelter in a fashion, but again, it's all really time-based and not action-based. Most mobile games, even the away from keyboard games like these technically are, because a lot of stuff happens while you're away, you do need to do some action. But if you walked away from this game for a day and came back, you can jump right back in, and whatever build you were doing, whatever, you know, option you were waiting on, you could have done in 2 minutes, no problem at that point, because you've waited the day you walked away from the game altogether. But that you've missed accomplishing all the tasks that will get you more of the things that usually cost money. You're being quote-unquote paid to play the game by watching those ads. But there's a lot of people out there who then go on and end up buying a lot more of the coins or golden turds or whatever it is in these freemium games. So they know if they can get you watching ads, and you can see how helpful those little boosts are, that then when you start using them and you really plow through them like nobody's business, because things get more and more expensive the further you move into the game, you need more and more of the little coins to get more, so you need to either watch ads for a month or two straight to be able to get the smallest reward, or you need to purchase, and they're counting that a lot of people are going to purchase, and there are a lot of people who do. I purchased one time for one of my games way back when, and I didn't see the benefit from it. Pardon me. So I stopped. The only time I will make an in-app purchase on anything is if someone decides to gift me a Google Play card or Apple card or something like that, and I don't have any other use for it. I don't need any software download. Other than that, that would initially cost money. I don't need to pay for any songs on iCloud or whatever. I'm sorry, iTunes. Or on Apple TV to buy any episodes or anything. If I don't need it, I'm not going to do it. So that saves me that money as well. So it can be used on something more productive, like a app that would help me do editing when I'm on the go, as opposed to being sometimes tied to the thing, or to something that would help me spice up my shorts and make my shorts more appealing for YouTube Shorts, being that is becoming a monetized option as well, that is separate from needing the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewed hours. It has its own separate little area of how it's going to be monetized, which is going to be great for us content creators who like to use that as well as long form videos like we're doing right now, and getting our asses totally beat. But you know, we're playing, so it is what it is. But it would allow us, when we post those little snippets and shorts, and then I had one last month on one of my channels hit over 2,000, and obviously, you know, I've got 50 subscribers, and I forget what my view hours were like. It's something in the hundreds, couple hundreds, but it's not like amazingly high. So it's entirely possible that yes, things will progress over the next few months and I will get there and start getting paid that way. But shorts offers you the opportunity to maximize on a particular month where you might have put out a whole bunch of short videos that everybody really gripped on, and maybe they didn't become subscribers on your page, and maybe they're not out for long form content, so they're not going to come to your page for that. But you know, you had some good shorts this month, they hit, so we're going to give you a little bit of money to say thanks for doing what you did. And it's really nice as a content creator that they're looking at that and making that decision to try to help us out and get us to a point where even someone who doesn't have that 1,000, 4,000 can still make some money on the efforts that we put in. What a lot of people don't understand, when I'm shooting a typical video, not something like this, but when I'm shooting a typical video, I have hours of content that I create between what I'm shooting and video clips that I'm getting together that will then be edited down to make a 20-minute video sometimes. And then even with that, there's still the process of adding effects, and there's the process of doing any kind of reshoots that might need to be done as I'm going through and realizing that maybe I put something the wrong place or something like that. Going through and finding music that I feel would be good as background music, making clips so that they fit a certain time frame, and so I don't get a copyright infringement thing, so my channel doesn't get in trouble for the videos I'm trying to make. All these things add up time-wise, and a video that is approximately, maybe around 20 to 25 minutes on here, let's say at the most a half an hour, so 1/2 hour video that I put up, that can take upwards of 8 to 10 hours to make, and then there's another hour to 2, depending on what you need to do when you're processing the video and actually putting it up on YouTube. That process, depending on the type of video, your internet speed, and also what you need to research as you're putting it up for any kind of information that you need to make sure is in your description and tags and all of that. You're doing sometimes as you're doing that work, so it can sometimes take an hour to get a video fully up. So you're sometimes talking up to 12 hours for a half-hour video. So there's a lot of effort and time that goes into that. And that's each and every video pretty much that we do. These videos are a little bit easier because it can be a little bit more like just playing the game and talking. Obviously my Friday night lives on Transcendent by Ozzy are obviously totally off the cuff, because you can't edit a live. Well, I could if I downloaded it and then edited it, but it would be the sense, because the live is live. That's the whole point of it. But things like this, I'm playing my game and I'm talking. I'm not really doing much of anything else. It's really easy to control. You can do it with one hand very easily. And as it's progressing, I'm doing whatever else I need to do. These are much more off the cuff. I talk about topics that are at hand to me. I talk about the game usually in the initial phase, but after a while, you know, I've gone over everything. It's just redundant for me to keep going over the same information of the game. You guys have seen everything that's going on, so you know where we're at. You saw the arena version for this now, and I explained that a little bit. We're still doing our castle building, or our bunker building in this case, and leveling our guys up and everything. So it's just a very... It's almost tedious, but not in a bad way, because it's a very good way for you to introduce yourself to the game and get used to how they progress. And as you get playing more and more of these and you see the same progression in each and every game, it does seem to get a little bit redundant. But in the initial phase when you're first playing it, you need that information, and usually you can get that within that first go around, that first episode, level, chapter, whatever the particular one you're playing calls it. And the bit of information disseminated as you're playing of what is to come as your throne room, situation room, whatever that is updated. Will explain to you that, oh, when you get to this level, you'll be able to unlock the fighter arena, or whatever it's called, in where you are. And then when you get there, you'll do just what I did in this game, and you'll progress through it, and it walks you right through it anyways as you're doing it. It's got the tutorial built right in, which is great. But it's not good for us that are trying to walk you through it. So I just walk you through the basic principles of it, and then I let you know what I think of the game itself. As you can see, we're doing pretty darn good here right now. We're working our way through, just trying to get as much as possible done. So this is chapter 2, and we're 66% finished with it. So we're doing pretty good. We've been playing for about almost 50 minutes. Not a bad amount of time. And there we are. You know, that one got us up to 73, and there's another one finished, 80. So sometimes when you get that roll going, you know, you've done some other stuff in there, it really makes it quick and easy to get through. So right now we got to get over to there, and we're a good 10,000 ahead, which at this stage 10,000 is nothing. When you start getting to the higher stages, when you start getting into the 100,000s, taking on someone who's only 10,000 ahead of you becomes immensely more difficult. Sometimes you have to go as much as 100,000 less than you to be able to really ensure a clean win. Depending on if you like using a lot of spells, or if you prefer to be sparing when you use them, or, you know, chemicals in this case. So what I would say is, at this juncture in any of these games, capitalize on going in and taking out as many of these waypoints as possible. Progress yourself as far as possible on the overworld map, because it will help you later on down the road. As you can see, we are progressing through this fairly well and fairly quickly right now. We just go in, do a round, and we go through this, which allows our characters to heal if they need to. We have our training still going on with everything, and we just keep getting closer and closer to that goal of finishing this. See, look, we're only 2 waypoints away, technically we still have that other area we can go, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So we just got to keep trying. And see, now we're taking some damage. We could use some of the chemists. So I'm waiting for that to happen. But obviously that it's not part of the things yet. That's part of what progressing to the next level is gaining that ability. But it's like I said, when you get used to these games, you see it in every one. It's the natural progression. So I know that it's coming. It's annoying because it could help me a lot. It could have helped me a lot in some of these fights. But now that we're that much closer, and we got our guys leveling up, which makes it much easier on us. Okay. Yeah, let's open some chests. Oh, we got them. And then we'll go back in and see what to do next. Let's see if we got anything. Let's see here. Yeah, we got anything that'll help the guys? Nope. Nope. We're not getting any kind of upgrade there. Okay, that's nice to have for our other guy. Let's see, that's a chemist. So yeah, let's go to our chemist. There's an increase. Okay, we'll use that one. Ooh, there's a much better increase. We'll use that one. There we go. Okay. And no on the ranger suit though. Alright. Yeah, let's see one more. Okay. Oh, no, that's an infantry one. Sorry. And that one, infantry as well. So, I guess we're not getting, our rangers not getting upgraded. And it looks like our infantry is at the highest it can be. And yep, so is our chemist now. So, who can use this? It's chemical damage, but it's no better than what we got. I don't think we're going to use this. It's evened out on what it would give us as opposed to what we would lose. So there's no real reason to do it. Okay, so how much we got left here? Alright, just those two. Let's bust through these and we will finish off chapter 2. I like the zombie designs that they have on here as well. They're really kind of cartoony a little bit, but they have enough of that gore factor to appeal to a more adult audience. But not so inflammatory that, you know, parents would be so against it that they'd be like, oh, I can't let my kids play that game. It's too disgusting. You know, my daughters could play this easily. This would be a wicked fun game for them, I think. They'd probably enjoy this if they got half a chance. So let's just see. Not. Anything here? No. You know, it is worth it once in a while to just check when you get the new equipment to see if your people that you're setting up are going to have any better. There we go. Because that way, when you do move them to the rooms that they should be in, they're already going to have an advantage, which is great because it's going to help you gain your levels quicker. You're going to get a lot more in these cases, either food production or money production will happen a lot quicker. So let's go see. Let's play this real quick. Let's see if we can do any better this time around. So basically, the whole thing here is you got to wait for all the people to filter in. So you're kind of set up in this little waiting room, and right now I've watched the videos already. I didn't see the sense in you guys watching the videos with me, so I watched them myself, and now we're just waiting for the room to open so that we can actually go in and really play. It should be fairly fun, I think, this time around. We got our butts beat that first time, though. This could be bad. But either way, we're working through it. We're working through the new thing here, new game, and having fun doing it. It just sometimes takes a minute with these kind of PvP type battles because you gotta wait for people. At first, when I was playing these kind of games, I honestly thought that you were playing against bots when it came to like the arena, but it doesn't make any sense that that would be the case when I looked at it because it does count as a PvP battle, and my first thought was a lot of times when I went in on most games, I was always in the upper percentile of the 10. I was in the first or second. I was always there. So I was thinking, geez, that can't be right. And then I all of a sudden fell to the bottom. And I'm like, okay, well, you're either at the top or you're at the bottom. It's when you get into the next bracketing area and your guys haven't been fully upgraded yet. So I was thinking it was still like based like that when you were fighting bots. But then when I saw myself falling into the center here and there and seeing the same people and seeing myself all of a sudden um, being able to go against them on a different day or maybe a couple days later and see that their squad has different numbers and seeing their clan, I actually fought one person's clan at a different point in my clan war on that game. So I realized that it had to be someone that's actually there. So this is just the breakdown of the massacre rules. It just goes through and lets you know how the turn-by-turn thing goes and what you're required to do, and that if you don't use your turn, you lose your turn. You don't get your energy back, and your guys, no matter who dies or gets hurt or whatever, you're fully recovered and respawn for the next battle. What you have to do is just find yourself someone that you think you can beat. Usually just compare your numbers with their numbers and go in and go after it. You have to do the best you can to try to move along in this game. You're going to get your butt beat probably when you're playing this at first, but you're getting to know the game a little bit better and you are starting to set up the ability to know what to do before you need to do it. You'll have almost like that precognition thing where you'll start to get more intuitive with the game as you're playing more, and you'll understand. And like with me, when you play multiple versions of the same game, it becomes so intuitive because it is the same motions over and over again. So let's see what we got going here. When you first start playing, you fall into one of two categories. I noticed you're either at the top of the heap every time, or you're at the bottom of the heap every time. I haven't found anything different when you first start playing, but that's fine because throughout, as you're playing it more and more, you do start jumping through different areas, and there will be good amounts of times that you're at the bottom, But there's also really good amounts of times where you're way at the top. I have finished many, many times on all of my games in first to third position. And that's really helpful because it gives you a lot more rewards. And in these tournaments, those rewards allow you to buy those really rare items. And other than the other like monthly games that come along, those are the only ways to earn those items is playing in the massacre and or watching the videos for the massacre and amassing the points that way. But you can purchase those things to assist your crew to get them higher and higher point wise. So you do want to take advantage of playing this as soon as it opens. And you'll see as you're playing more and more things will open. You start off with the arena or massacre or tournament or whatever it's being called, and then you'll open up it's usually a different kind of arena, a different kind of player area, and then after that, most of them that I've seen have at least a third option, and then I haven't found any on this yet, but there's a third and then a fourth option that open as your situation room or throne room, and then whatever it is they're calling for in their particular game gets to a certain level, you'll get that next boost. So we're just going to see who we can try to maybe do a little bit of damage to and not totally get beat. But if we can't do it, we just take our beating and move on and play the next round. All we're looking to do is get as much as possible of the rounds in, and you have to actually play. Like if you apply and then you forget, you walk away. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of a game and the kids will need me or something, so I'll walk away, and that's fine if you're not in something like this. It's a timed kind of thing and you're playing against other people, because once you walk away, like I said, if you miss your round, you don't get that energy back, you don't get credit for it even. It's like you weren't even there. So your character is sitting there, your time is wasted, and for a game like this, usually it requires you to have a ticket or something to get into it, so you've now wasted that as well. So you gotta be careful when you're playing the arena to make sure you don't walk away if you can help it. I mean, obviously if you can't, you can't. I mean, as a parent, if you're a parent too, I definitely understand that. Or if you're a fur parent or something like that, I can definitely understand a dog or a cat or another animal or something pulling you away with an emergency. I know my dog has been a pain in the butt these past couple days. She really needed a good cleaning and a good grooming, and we tried to set up a veterinary appointment because she hasn't been to the vet since 2017, so we've been trying to set up a veterinary appointment so she can then go to the groomers. And when I called, I found that all the vets are booked until October, and then I'd be able to get her seen by the vet, and then it'd be a while before I could get her information to say everything's okay, to then bring her to the groomer, and then who knows how long it would be for the groomer, before the groomer can actually take her in. So we could be looking at November, December before she could get a haircut, and I can't do that. Her face was looking so overgrown. So I went on to Amazon and I ordered some clippers, and a pair of shears came with it, and a comb, and I ordered a nice brush, and it came with nail clips, and I ordered a thing of shampoo. And yesterday I went up and I threw her little ass into the bathtub, and I shampooed her up, and I brought her over, and I took the blow dryer and I put it on cool, you know, the warm, not cool but warm, so it wouldn't be hot on her skin, but it wouldn't be too cold for the little thing either. And I just toweled her off as much as possible, and turned that on and gave her a blow dry. And then when she was dry enough, I started clipping her face a little, and now that she's fully dry and I can see where everything is puffed up, I'm going to go back in today and clip up the last of it and get her looking as cute as I can do. I have no experience doing this kind of stuff. I have all of half a day worth of YouTube school, which I will admit, when I've done in the past, when I've done any kind of DIY type project and I've gone on to YouTube to get videos on how to do it, I usually have been able to absorb the information from it and actually use that immediately. So I am hoping that that is the case here, that she will actually look halfway decent and not like a hairless rat, or, you know, a half drowned rat or something. But as of what she looks like this morning, I know I can see her little eyes a hell of a lot more, which it was getting hard to see those little eyes of hers. So being that we were actually able to see her little eyes and look her right in her little face makes me think that I'm on the right track here of getting her looking, you know, a little bit more groomed and being able to see a little better. Because even when I brought her out, she seemed to want to run around a little bit more instead of just kind of standing in place. So I think maybe the hair was getting so much in her eyes when she was outside that she didn't want to move too much. Now she doesn't have it. She was kind of walking around the yard more, which was nice. I was going to bring her for a longer walk around, but she's such a small dog. She doesn't really need to go around the block or even halfway around the block or anything like that. She's totally fine just being in here, you know. Alright, so anyways, yeah. We are looking pretty good here. This is going pretty well. Alright, so we got to play these, and then we'll be able to go in, and we just have that one last waypoint. This really is going fairly well. The gameplay is very smooth. I haven't been booted yet, which is nice. Occasionally on Hustle Castle, when I watch multiple videos, especially, you know, when you watch them back to back, like they kind of prompt you to do anyways, it takes too much, and it just, I can't do it. So, right, so we're at our last task. So let's go in and can't afford it yet. Really, what the that? Could Would that help us? I don't know. We can't afford that one, but if we played another one, we probably could. Let's see. Yeah, we got like. What do we do? What do we do? All right, so. I guess. And alright, so now we can do the chemicals. That's going to take a few minutes unless we spend okay. So that'll take a little bit. Is there anything else we can do? No, not really. And would that say 3-minute wait? Anything we can do out here in the pool? Watch. No. Do any of these quests? See if we can do any of these. No. I'm really not seeing anything for us to do to get us to that next level other than wait. Which kind of sucks. So they're doing pretty good. I gotta wait for that one to finish. It's almost done then. Once I finish it, we can go do another one, I guess. I don't know. We gotta pass a few minutes until we have the spells or chemicals so that we can go in and finish that last waypoint to end the video, because we're at the very last boss fight right now for this part. It's the last objective. Once we finish this, episode 2 is done. So this will allow us into the Alliance. Which will be able to get us friends eventually, so we can send gifts and receive gifts. Well, I think in this case it was supplies. Okay, so it seems like mostly what's been going on is a whole bunch of clan joining and everything, so I don't know how active this clan actually is, but we'll try it out, at least for a little bit. And it's like I did with Hustle Castle. I started in one clan and quickly found a better one. If I need to do that here, I will. I am actually the American Dad one. I'm in a clan where I'm actually an officer because of how I was working within that clan already. If you show while you're playing that when your clan or your alliance or whatever has wars, or when an event is going off that is a clan-wide event, when you show that you're helping the clan, they'll offer you the opportunity to become an officer, which allows you to then, when there's a war, say you want to participate for your clan. Also, it will allow you, depending on how far you get up in your clan, to distribute the rewards at the end of the week after a clan war. So it is pretty cool to have if you get to that point. If you want that little bit of responsibility, there's really not a lot to it. I know a lot of people who are clan officers and they just play casually. They don't initiate the wars, but they do participate. And usually when they get talked to in the chat or whatever, if they haven't been for a while and they get asked afterward, then if they say they don't want to be officers or whatever, they'll get taken down as officers, but still obviously clan members. I just really want to go in and just finish it right now. Fix the arsenal. That'll take a little bit, and that'll give us some extra protection from when people are attacking outside. We'll be able to set up some defenses. That's really going to help with our bunker being attacked while we're away. So basically what we do when we go in and do a PvP battle, setting this up will help protect our castle when other people go into PvP and are put up against us. Because while we're in our castle, or our bunker, or our whatever, like we are right now, we can't be attacked. They can't come in and do a PvP attack. I know because I've gone to attack other players and been told I couldn't because they were in at that time. So we just keep playing as we are to get to the point we want to win, and by doing that it keeps us from being attacked as well. So we're here, we're at the end. Let's see if we can get this guy on the first round. We should be able to. We've got him. Right, good amount. Yeah, there we go. So that was easier than I anticipated when we actually got that stuff. So guys, like, subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification icon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.